coronavirus is affecting all of us, especially as kids and families. Really hard for us kids because we can't go to school, and many people learn many different ways. Like for me, I learn I have to see it being taught to me, and I have to hear it, and I need examples, and I need an explanation where I can go and I can talk and I can ask questions.
So far, it's been pretty good for me and my family. We've just been kind of doing the same routine we usually do. The only thing different, in my routine, is I'm having more time. On the days I don't work, I still work 3 days a week, but on the days I don't work, I have more time to spend with my friends and go do stuff and get stuff done. And it is kind of hard to make myself do my online work sometimes. But besides that, that's the only thing that's really been different. I know a lot of restaurants are closed and it's hard to get your hands on certain things at the grocery stores. And it is getting serious for some people. But I think I'm good for now, and I'm just doing good during this quarantine, and I hope you guys are too.
How has the coronavirus affected you?
It's affected me a lot recently because I've just been sitting at home doing all the schoolwork, not being in session in class. Just hasn't really been fun. See, it's pretty wet outside, haven't been playing tennis either. Just all around. Quarantine, pretty boring.
Prom is canceled, which I was planning on going to. I was excited for it, and I was going to go shopping and stuff, but I don't get to know. And I feel bad for the seniors because I don't know how they're going to graduate.
As a parent, this situation has affected me deeply. Every time I go out and bring you with me to the grocery store, for example, I worry about what you're going to touch and, if you're going to come in contact with somebody who might have something. It's made me extremely cautious with you and your sister too. It's made me extra careful.
I feel like it's affecting the students because we're not in a classroom setting, and it's harder for us to understand the lessons that the teachers are giving us. And I feel like it's harder for families because we're running out of supplies in stores, and we can't really get everything we need, stuff to wash our clothes and actually sanitize with. So I think that's an issue.
I feel like people should realize that it's very serious. I think a lot of our young people are not taking it so seriously. Definitely they need to prepare and stay sanitized, keep gloves on, and a mask. There's no sense to wearing gloves without a mask. A mask is very much needed when you're out in the public. Thank you.
Okay.
It's mainly affected my job because I work for Predators, which is an athletic flooring company, and we specialize in basketball courts. We make courts for big-time events such as March Madness and the Olympics. And due to the coronavirus shutting down all sporting events, it's costed the company lots of money, which has led them to cutting hours for all employees.
What has your job done to prevent coronavirus from spreading among each other?
We recently had a 3-day shutdown so they could sanitize the facilities. And also, we went from working Monday through Friday to working Monday through Thursday, which has left us with Friday through Sunday off.
It kind of sucks that people are getting sick and stuff like that, and no one's really taking them seriously. It's so hard to get a test for corona, which I think is really stupid, and it costs a lot of money if you want to get test and treatment for corona, and if you don't have insurance, it's even worse, which I think is really stupid because it's a pandemic. You should take it seriously.
So the coronavirus pandemic is actually really bad. It's from causing people to have no money, from not being able to go to work, to truly killing older people and very young people. But as of course people in America don't really take things that seriously, when the best thing that they could be doing is staying inside and protecting people, especially older people, from being able to get it. Because young people, it might not affect as much, but older people, it could truly harm and kill.
The first couple of days were pretty relaxed. We slept in, made banana bread, that kind of stuff. So after that, we kind of rolled into a routine of cooking more. We had gone to the craft store right before we hunkered down for the house and bought some art supplies, some canvases, some paint. So we set up a little art studio on the porch. We do some driving here and there. Cassie's about to get a license, so we're practicing driving. Yeah.
All right. Is it harder to go out?
It is harder to go out because there's so many things we have to think about. First of all, before we go anywhere, do we really need to go anywhere? Do we have gloves in the car because we keep gloves in the car? Do we have sanitizer? Not only that, but just going out at all it feels just kind of like we're putting ourselves at risk.
Well, I'm not allowed to really go outside unless like getting groceries and stuff. If we was to get it, probably my sisters, they got asthma, so that really would mess with them if somebody was to get it with asthma. And my mom, she works at like a hospital type place, and she is always cautious about us like touching her clothes and everything. And always keep washing your hands, and that's pretty much it.
Some students get their food from when they go to school, and like they're home now, so they won't really get that privilege for them to eat like they do whenever they're at school. And yeah, there has been buses and all, but what if it comes down to one day when there's like where there can't be no more food provided, like what to do there?
Okay, how has coronavirus affected you?
I'm a college student, so with the corona coming in, it affected our classes because everything started online. So now we don't go to class anymore, everything is online. We have an app called Zoom that we use to do some of our work and link with our professor in live video chat and ask questions and stuff. And I have an apartment there, but I'm not at my apartment because I moved here because, work and stuff like that.
It's been hard for me because I have to keep up with every class, and they just keep on posting and posting and posting. And also online school has caused me to have to stay home, and while my mama is at work, and she always has to come back, and it's just been a lot going on, but it has really had a big effect on me and my family.
It's been stressful because I don't like this online thing. We need to go to school. Like, hopefully they open school back up because I am tired of being home and I'm tired of being bored.
I'm worried for my dad because he's old. He's old and he can't really combat this virus if it gets to him. So I have to be careful. I have to make sure my dad's careful. I have to make sure everyone's careful so that he doesn't get it and that we don't get it at all.
We're not used to this online school, even though there are kids out there that do online schools. But I think this is all new to us, and the teachers are getting new to it too, because we're not used to this. We're used to being in the classroom, learning about our subjects while being in the classroom for a better understanding. I think that's what's affecting students the most on my personal behalf, because I have to admit, when I'm trying to upload something for a class, it will not let me. So then I will have to try different ways to make that possible.
Well, one of the things that I've been doing a lot is eating. I've been eating a lot, like these snacks. Snacks galore. Been eating lots and lots of food. I'm gaining lots and lots of weight. But also, we've been keeping safe and clean.
We have lots of hand sanitizer and soap. And we're pretty much stocked on toilet paper.
That's how my quarantine is going, and watching lots of Netflix shows and lots of YouTube and texting people, but not really going out. But yeah, be safe.
It's crazy because we was getting ready for track season 2, and no track no, so it's crazy. You just gotta get ready for next year, I guess, and you gotta stay in shape, do whatever though, because if you don't, you end up getting fat. You don't want to get fat because that's not healthy. So just stay in shape, stay healthy, and stay smart. Don't go out, just stay at the crib and stay safe.
So how do you feel about self-quarantining?
I feel pretty good about it because even though it may cause stress, anxiety, and financial distress to all of us, or most of us, I think it's what we need to keep the virus from spreading and getting out of hand, and to keep the death rate down.
Do you think we'll be going back to school before the regular school year ends?
I don't think you'll be going back to school because even though the virus is spreading rapidly, I don't think it'll reach its peak till after the school year ends.
I injured my knee and I can't even go to the doctor to go see what exactly is wrong with it because of the coronavirus. And I also can't go see my orthodontist about my braces.
I encourage everyone to just stay at home because it may affect older people, it may affect your parents' lives, or just stay in, don't be just selfless of others.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel bad for the kids that's graduating this year or, upcoming events that was going to take place. I feel bad for them. But like I said, safety first. And like I said, the whole point is to keep people from catching it and, just to be healthy.
We need school to learn. And we can't learn if teachers just giving us assignments. Most of us be lost, don't know what we're doing. And we don't have the proper teaching from our teachers because we have to do it through a device that's really not helpful for most students. They'll rather a teacher be there with them and learn.
How do you think the coronavirus is affecting us as a family and us going to school and all of that?
Well, it's bringing us closer together, being able to spend more time together versus when y'all at school, we don't see each other till after 5 due to y'all have football practice or baseball practice. But, I mean, I know it's getting boring being at home all day, confined to the house, but I'm enjoying the time being spent with my babies.